What's happening, lads? We are back. This is Vegan Gains Part 2. If you haven't seen the first one, I'll give you a quick little recap. So this is a 90-day vegan challenge going from someone who is a meat eater to just full-on deep-end vegan lifestyle. So this is what I looked like on day 1. Worst shape of my life. This is what I looked like on day 21. Decent. Couldn't believe the change myself. And I've got a confession to make. No, I haven't eaten a bacon roll or a sausage sandwich, but I haven't trained for 2 weeks. Shit. I've been pretty busy though. If you haven't been following our regular vlogs, we've been to Spain with GoPro, which was amazing. So I suppose I did a little bit of swimming, did a little bit of jumping, and I did some bicep curls. And then we headed up to Surf Snowdonia. So I did a bit of exercise there, a bit of paddling, I suppose that counts. So as far as filming my progress, I don't actually have any video clips of me at all. So this is what I look like today, day 35. And this is what I look like on day 21. I'm weighing about the same, 10 stone 12 at the moment. So I just want to say massive thanks to everyone who commented on the last video. I was a bit nervous to put it out because I was expecting a lot of hatred from a lot of people. I don't know why. It's been great. We had one angry customer, but he was alright in the end. But yeah, the whole B12 thing that we were chatting about on the last video, I've decided not to take tablets. Somebody mentioned that your body stores the B12 and you probably won't need any for a year. So I'm not going to take any tablets unless my hair starts falling out or anything drastic like that. So for now, just a strict diet, solid training. I need to get to the gym. So this is me back day 1 working out.
Yeah, yeah, come give me the veggies, give me the fruits. Yeah, give me the greens, give me the roots. What? Give me the seeds, give me legumes. Come on, I got what you need, I'm giving you truth. I'm a vegan.
This is how you cook a vegan bagel burger and chips with a curry lime sauce, courtesy of the Thug Kitchen. Screenshot this right now, here are the ingredients you need. Open your little cooker, get your lentils and your water, pour them into a little saucepan and let that bitch simmer. Now take your 2 cans of white beans or black-eyed beans and mash it up with a little shaka brow. Woo. Little thumbs up for good measure. Drain your lentils and lob them in too. Mash them up together. Launch in your onions, your jalapenos, garlic, breadcrumbs, paprika, your olive oil, bit of salt, zest of half a lime, and mix that shit. Now you need a baking tray, bit of olive oil, slap the tin, spread it round. Now you want to make your patties, so you're going to have to scrunch it all up and then slap them into little burger shaped patties. Look at that, beautiful. Give it a little slap. This should make about 6 to 8 burgers. I made giant ones, so I got 6. So chuck them in the fridge for now. Whilst you're waiting for your burgers to cool, you are now going to make your chips. Here's the ingredients, screenshot it now. So throw all the dry stuff in a bowl, so your garlic granules, your flour, your paprika, mix that up so it's nice and even. Then get another bowl, put in your lemon juice, your soy sauce, your olive oil. Now you're going to want to chop your chips into matchsticks. This is quite a task, but just give it a go. Just keep chopping away. Look at the size of that knife. Beast! Once you've got your matchsticks, chuck them in your bowl, your first bowl with the wet stuff. Give them a mix around so they're all a little bit soggy. Then you take your dry stuff, chuck it in the bowl, cover the chips, and then mix them in. Beautiful. Chuck them on some foil on a baking tray, spread them out evenly so that they cook proper. And then you go fetch your little burgers from the fridge. Lovely stuff, nice and cold now. Whack them in the oven. I froze the rest of my burgers, but for this one I cooked 2 with a handful of chips, and there was plenty of chips to freeze as well. While you're waiting for that, have a little dance. Little head shake. Now, I didn't show how to make this, but it is in the Thug Kitchen cookbook. I made a lime curry sauce, which is absolutely delicious. The burger's done, so you chuck it on your bagel, whatever burger dressings you fancy then, so some beetroot, some lettuce, and that is it. Dunzo, vegan bagel burger and chips with a curry lime sauce for dipping. Let's have a go.
It's taken me about 3 hours because I've had to film all of this. But here goes, taste test. Let's try these chips. Unbelievable. Actually, the tastiest. Oh, that sauce, man. So easy to make that was. Bloody beautiful. I put some of this sauce in the burger, so let's have a go. Bloody fantastic. So that's how you make a vegan burger and chips. So I got this recipe from The Thug Kitchen. My sister lent me this, but you should 100% buy yourself a copy. I'm gonna get my own one. The link is in the description. So it's just vegan food. So if you're just a foodie in general, this thing has got copious amounts of amazing stuff that you can cook. So have a little go. The tagline of this book is "Eat like you give a fuck," which is super important because it may sound funny, you might have a little lol, but you've got a choice every single day when you buy your food. The other thing I wanted to talk about is eating out, which I haven't really explored too much, but I'll just show you a few bits. Okay, so I'm at the cedar tree and there's a vegan chili that I fancied. So now I've been given this massive folder with all the ingredients. So not only did they not cater for vegans at all, it was, here's a massive folder, have a look at yourself. And last night I actually went out for a meal with one of Amy's mum's cousins, so it was a family get together, and we ate in a restaurant that wasn't a vegan restaurant, and it was so awkward. They had to sort of cater for me. I ended up having a prawn salad for start with no prawns, and then a goat's cheese salad with no goat's cheese, but the prawn salad came out and it had prawns in it, so that was a good start. But it wasn't, it is other people that make it hard, because if it had just been not such a big deal to everybody, it would have been fine, but everyone's like, oh, what can you eat? And you almost feel like special needs. Like at one point the waiter came over across the whole table as well. He didn't just come to my end, he spoke across the whole table, and he was like, do you want me to sort of make you something special, or, you know, because I know how it is. Some people wouldn't mind dealing with that, but I was just cringing the whole time. It is awkward sometimes, it really is, especially in those situations. But they were really accommodating, and they did their best to cook for me. But I guess that's just not eating in a vegan place. So once you're in a vegan restaurant or even a vegetarian, it's so easy to eat. So I guess when you are eating out, you're gonna run into those problems, especially when you're not choosing the restaurant. But I did have a great time when I went up to London. I went to an incredible restaurant called Mildred's, and I had a pie, a mushroom pie, and it was just beautiful. So tasty. And I had like a chocolate tart for dessert, and Amy had this meringue thing. Bloody beautiful. And also, if you live in London, I'm sure these are all over the UK, there's a takeaway place called Leon, and they do some wicked falafel wraps and all kinds of goodness. I've also been to a few vegan food festivals, and I've been overwhelmed by the amount of amazing cakes and burgers and donuts you can buy. So it's just getting out there and having a look about. Moment of truth. It's comparison time. So here's what I look like at the start of this video. And this is what I look like today. Not a massive change, I'll be honest, but you put in what you get out. You get out what you put in, even. And I know I haven't eaten enough this time around, so because I've been busy, but there's no excuses. But I am feeling fitter. There is a difference, especially look at this side view. You can tell the difference here. My shoulders look a bit more broader, looking a bit trimmer, a bit more fuller. So I'm getting there. It's going alright, but I haven't faltered once. One of the main reasons that I was doing this video, it wasn't 100% because of the animal cruelty. It was partly because I feel like you should leave this world a better place than when you came into it. And I recently watched a documentary called Before the Flood. So it's produced by and stars Leo DiCaprio, my boy. And it's super interesting. It's about climate change, it's political, it's about corruption, it's about the ice caps melting. It's so informational and so important, I feel, with this generation, and it's gone straight online, so I'll link it here. If you haven't watched it already, you should 100% watch it. But one of the things in there that really stood out for me is they interviewed one of these scientists, and he said one of the easiest ways of slowing down or completely stopping global warming is by changing your diet.
If you want something that you can do without appealing to any higher authorities such as government or whatever, I can't think of an easier out than changing your diet. You can start tonight.
Now some people might just be like, how is that going to help? If I stop eating burgers, I stop eating sausage rolls, how is that going to help the planet? But you'd be amazed if everybody switched, even if you just cut down from eating beef to chicken. The amount of CO2 that beef produces is mind-blowing. So even if you were like, I don't want to stop eating meat, but I can cut back on my beef, you are contributing to the planet. So go check out that documentary. I won't go on about it too much because it's really inspired me, but go give that a watch. Also, next time I will be cooking more from this bad boy, so I'll link it again in the description. I'm also going to be training harder, eating more food, trying to put on a bit more weight. I'm going to try and test myself with like some sort of extreme physical challenge, just to prove that I've become fitter myself. You might not believe me, but I have. So if you are new, then thank you so much for watching. Please click subscribe, and also if you love this video, give it a little thumbs up. Also, in the comments, if you've got any questions or anything you want me to look at in the next video, just write them in the comments and I'll do my best to try and hit all the angles. But for now, peace, my brothers.